$1 million idea was born the moment this chair broke. Sounds hard to believe, right? But today I'm going to reveal a little-known secret from the cardboard recycling industry. Most people throw away old cardboard boxes without thinking twice, but structural engineers have discovered that this kind of waste can be turned into chairs, bookshelves, and decorative pieces that can stay strong for generations when they are built the right way. Welcome back to Dan Fix. I'm Dan. Cardboard and foam waste are everywhere. Before we start, choose dry cardboard that is flat, clean, and not damaged by water. Start with the seat panel. Cut 5 square pieces of cardboard, the same size, about 20 by 20 inches or 24 by 24 inches for a larger seat. The seat should be wider than the leg frame, but not too large. For the legs, prepare 5 large flat sheets about 47 by 31 inches. Trim away damaged corners and keep the strongest areas. From a mechanical point of view, that wave is like a small support frame between 2 flat paper skins. The outer skins handle tension and compression, while the wave keeps them apart, transfers force, and absorbs impact. Under pressure, those waves act like tiny columns and small springs. That is why one layer is weak, but several glued layers can become surprisingly strong. Look at this single sheet. I can bend and break it with very little effort. But when 5 sheets are stacked together, the same cardboard becomes much harder to break. Have you ever wondered why cardboard has that wavy layer inside? Now we need a lot of glue, but buying glue for big sheets can cost more than the cardboard itself. So we make homemade paste glue. Pour flour or starch into clean water and stir before turning on the heat. Then warm the mixture over low heat and keep stirring until it thickens like smooth paste. What kind of flour or starch do you usually use when making homemade paste glue? Once the paste thickens, turn off the heat and let it cool. Do not brush hot paste onto cardboard because heat and moisture can soften the paper too much. When it cools down, this paste gives us a cheap way to bond large surfaces. Before we glue the main panels, I want to show the biggest weakness of cardboard open edges. The gaps between the wavy layers can pull water inside like little tunnels. Once water reaches those fibers, the structure softens and loses strength quickly. To protect those edges, peel a thin outer skin from scrap cardboard. Brush paste glue along the open edge, then wrap that strip over the exposed waves. Press it down from one end to the other. When the paste dries, it locks the cover in place and closes the weak edge. But edge wrapping alone does not make cardboard water resistant. For that, we use foam waste. Work outside for this step. Gasoline is extremely flammable and its vapor is dangerous. Keep it away from fire sparks, cigarettes, heaters, hot tools, and electrical equipment. When foam touches gasoline, the polystyrene dissolves, the air escapes, and the foam collapses into a thick plastic gel. Brush a thin layer onto a test area. As the gasoline evaporates, it leaves behind a plastic film that repels water. This does not make cardboard waterproof forever, but it creates a water-resistant coating that slows water from soaking into the fibers. Now test it. Water beads up on the coated side and sits on the surface much longer. On the unprotected side, the paper darkens and softens quickly. That difference explains why every cut edge and joint needs protection later. Once we understand the strength and water problem, we can build the seat. Take the 5 square pieces and brush paste glue across the full surface of the first sheet. Do not leave dry spots because dry spots create weak pockets. Place the second sheet on top and press it flat. Continue with all 5 layers. If possible, rotate the direction of the cardboard waves between layers. That helps the panel resist bending from more than one direction. Put a heavy board bricks or another flat weight on top and let the seat dry for about 12 hours. After the seat panel dries, choose the shape you want: round, hexagon, triangle, or octagon. Keep the center balanced over the frame so the load travels straight down. Now draw the leg frame on the large laminated cardboard. This design looks like the letter H. Each H frame has 2 vertical legs and 1 horizontal bar across the middle. That center bar keeps the legs spaced apart and stops them from spreading outward. We need 2 identical H frames. Later, they will slide together at 90 degrees and create a 4-way support frame. The strength does not come from one flat panel. It comes from the way the 2 frames lock together and share the load. Mark the center slot carefully. The slot should match the thickness of the 5-layer cardboard. Too narrow will jam, too wide will wobble. Now cut along the lines. I use a cutting machine here because the laminated cardboard is thick. Wear eye protection, keep your hands away from the blade and move slowly. Let the blade do the work. Before assembling the chair, we test one cut piece. I place it in a stable position and add my weight slowly. My weight is about 154 pounds or 70 kilograms. In this controlled test, the structure handles it without collapsing. That does not mean we should jump on it or use it outdoors in the rain, but it proves the laminated cardboard is much stronger than one loose sheet. Now, all the structural pieces are ready. Cover every long cut edge using the same edge protection method from earlier. This step takes patience, but it decides how long the chair will last. Open edges are where water dust and damage can enter first. Before applying the water-resistant coating, wrap the outside with old newspaper. Newspaper helps cover tiny gaps, smooth the surface, and prepare the chair for paint. Old newspaper can absorb moisture, clean glass wrap, fragile items, start a firestorm. Some roots and fruits protect the floor while painting and help compost. What do you usually do with old newspaper at home? Now assemble the frame. Place the two H pieces perpendicular to each other. Mark the overlap, cut the slots, and slide them together. A good joint should feel tight, straight, and stable. If it fits loosely, add a thin strip of cardboard or extra glue. Turn the seat panel over and mark where the frame touches the underside. Brush paste glue into those contact areas, then press the frame into place. Center it carefully. A tight joint spreads the load through the whole frame instead of leaving one weak glue spot to carry everything. Let the assembled chair dry for one full day. After the glue sets, apply the first paint coat. Paint makes the surface cleaner and hides the recycled layers. When the paint dries, brush the water-resistant coating over the edges, legs, underside, and joints. Pay attention to the bottom of each leg because moisture usually attacks there first. After the final coat dries and the smell is gone, the chair is finished. It looks better than I expected. It is light, firm, and much stronger than the cardboard boxes we started with. Would I use it like a heavy wooden chair? No. But as a handmade decor chair, a small display piece, or a creative recycling project, it has real value. If you make something for children or indoor decor, use safe water-based paint and a non-toxic protective finish instead of solvent-based coating. How much would you pay for a handmade cardboard decor chair like this? For me, the real value is not just the chair. It is showing that waste can become something useful when we understand the structure behind it. If you found this useful, subscribe to Dan Fix and tell me what waste material you want us to turn into something useful next.